رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. رضيت بالله ربا وبالإسلام دينا وبسيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم نبيا ورسولا. In the beginning of this lesson, I just like to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and subhanahu wa ta'ala to keep all of you protected and safe, inshallah, you and your respected family as well. As you know, last time we studied the topic of intellectual tolerance, and we learned together how important to be tolerant with others, whether they are Muslim or non-Muslim. We should respect others' views. We should accept the cultures of others and beliefs as well, and faith. But before we start, I would like to give a big thank to those who submit the work on time. I would like to thank Fariha. Fariha is here. Fariha Badr.
Yeah, I'm here. Hi.
Yeah, Fariha. I would like to thank Fariha. Fariha was the first one to submit the work on time. And wallahi, and mashallah, she is very interact with me as well in the session. And I think Fariha got a certificate by email for her perfect work. Sarah Sheikh as well, she got like something like that. Yeah, you are welcome. And inshallah, some of you, inshallah, today will get different. I would like to give big thank to Fariha, Alina, Hania, Sabira, Sarah, Roshni for submitting the work on time. I don't know what's wrong with the others. I don't know why they did not submit the work. I kept waiting for all of you to submit the work during the previous week, but I don't know why. Yes, Fawzia. I said Fawzia as well. I didn't say it. I'm sorry, Fawzia. Mashallah, Fawzia was one of the first people to submit as well. But please, guys, I think I hope it would be the last gentle reminder for all of you to take it seriously and submit the work on time, please. And I would like to let you know that from today, inshallah, we have different procedure for assignment. There will not be any assignment on Google Classroom. Inshallah, from today on, the assignment will be created and uploaded in Microsoft. We have option Microsoft assignment here, the same team here. Please, once we finish the live session, go the assignment option and upload your work or answer. So the assignment will be here, not in Google Classroom, to be well organized. Inshallah, at the end of the session, I'm gonna clarify more about the assignment. Today, inshallah, we have a different topic under the title, the Prophet ﷺ methods of taking care of family. For sure, all of us are staying home nowadays among our families. That's why this topic might touch our heart. It is very important for all of us to understand what was or what were the methods of the Prophet to take care of their family, or his family, and how important is family in our life and for society, and how important is family to establish and to build strong society for all people. So let's see what the Quran says about the importance of taking care of family. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or the Prophet Muhammad, it's a hadith here. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says, "Inna min akmalil mu'minina imana ahsanuhum khuluqa wa altafahum bi ahli." Again, inna, the meaning here, inna min akmal al-mu'minina imana ahsanuhum khuluqa wa altafahum bi ahli. What is the meaning of this hadith here? The hadith is clear, talks about taking care of the family. The Messenger ﷺ said, indeed, among the believers with the most complete faith is the one who is what? The best, like the one who has good manners and the one who is kind to his family. So one of the signs of the true believers is the one who takes care of his family and the one who treats his family well and kindly and gentle as well. Said the hadith of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. The meaning of this Arabic, we have an Arabic word, if you know it, called usra. Usra is an Arabic word. In English means family. So when you hear the word usra, you understand the meaning of usra is family. Is derived from the word unity, closeness, and protection. This is the meaning of Usra, family. The word refers to a group of people connected together through close ties that keep them together and maintain their unity. So the main idea of Usra, the family itself, means unity, closeness, and protection. This is the main idea, the main meaning, the definition of the word Usra in our religion. So the hadith here again, if you would like to know if you are like true believer or not, you should find this in yourself. You have to maintain the importance or the good connection and relation with your family. The second slide here, we have the objective of today. Please write down this objective in your notebook. We have just one objective. We have one objective today together. Please write down it. To evaluate the Muslim duty. To evaluate the Muslim duty towards his family. Yes, go ahead.
What notebook?
Write down the objective in notebook, okay?
But I don't have a notebook for
Okay,
Islam.
just okay, sheet. Oh, you don't have. Okay, sheet of paper or something with you, like in your archive. Okay.
The book for the home learning.
It's okay, no problem. Okay. Yes, Sarah.
Yeah.
Your voice is glitching. Please, if you can repeat the question again. You would like to add the objective in the home learning sheet or what? I didn't hear you well. Sarah?
Sir, I put it in the conversation box.
Oh, yeah, it's fine. I'll get. Yes, okay. Okay, so it's fine. So, guys, the objective today, please write down it and keep it with you to evaluate the Muslim duty towards his family by emulating the example of the Prophet, peace be upon him. What happens if we don't have good relationship with our family? For sure, your question will be answered throughout this topic. So please have patience, inshallah. So again, once more, to evaluate the Muslim duty, what is our duty towards our Muslim or our family? By emulating the example of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That's what you should write. The outcome, no need to write down the outcome, but the outcome for today, inshallah, by the end of this lesson, we will be able to evaluate our duty towards our family, inshallah. Following slide here, we have a task. It's like a video. Okay, so please, all of you should go through this video, watch the video, and try to drive the main lesson. What you will learn from this video. I'm going to share the link with you here. Please click on the link and watch the video. And please drive the main lesson. What you will learn from this video. You can start now. Write down the main lesson. Okay, start. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. So I hope you learned something from this short video here, class. So Imara, welcome to join us, Imara. I think John will lead, but it's okay. Imara, how are you doing?
Good,
Imara,
alhamdulillah. How are you?
have you watched the video, Imara?
Yes.
The full video, right?
Yeah.
So could you share something just a little bit with us from this video?
Okay, Mr. Omar, the video talks about Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam.
Yes.
It explains how compassionate and delicate and loving he was to his family, especially his wife Aisha. So basically, it talks about how he was like teaching, like how he was towards his wife. Like he was very sweet. And he showed a lot of love and compassion. He used to spoil his family, and yeah,
Exactly.
that's basically
Yeah.
what the
Thank you so
video
much,
is about.
Imara. Yeah, thanks so much. Fatima Yamin. Fatima, do you hear me, Fatima? Fatima Yamin. Fatima was one of the Prophet's daughter, the name as well. So if you would like to share something about the Prophet Muhammad, what he used to do with his family. Hania Sheikh. Hania, do you hear me? Oh, okay. No one here. Do you have mic? Yes, Hania, go ahead.
So the video is about like how
Could you please speak up? We cannot hear you properly, please.
how the Prophet used to treat his family with love, and he was never rude to them, and
Yeah.
he always was kind towards them.
Okay. Okay, thanks so much, Hania. Inshallah. Fawziya. Fawziya. Fawziya, do you hear me? Okay. I think Fawziya. Okay, Fawziya, it's no problem. Intisar, do you hear me, Intisar? Intisar, do you hear me? Yes, Intisar. Intisar, how are you?
Oh yeah, the video. Yeah, I'm fine. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Yeah, you can share something with us about the video.
So the video was about how Prophet Muhammad SAW treated his family with love and compassion, and how he set an example like every time for us to treat our family with the same way. And there are a few anecdotes from his life with Aisha radiallahu anhu, and yeah.
Good, thank you so much, Intisar, for that. I will take one last share from Shahmir Zaman. Shahmir Zaman, do you hear me?
Sir Ibrahim said he wants to answer.
He said that where? Okay, Ibrahim, go ahead. For sure, you are welcome. Go ahead, Ibrahim. You would like to answer, Ibrahim, or what? Ibrahim? He sharing by writing or by speaking? I don't know. Okay, Ibrahim, if you are writing, it's okay. I'm waiting for your sharing. Zohair, Zohair, do you hear me, Zohair?
Yeah.
Zohair? Okay, Zohair, how are you?
I'm good, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Have you watched the video, Zohair?
Yeah.
So have you learned something from this video you can share with us?
Yeah, I learned that back in those times, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam wasn't so serious as most of us might think he was. He was nice. He joked with his family. He wasn't very vulgar or rude with his wife. So he acts as a role model for all of us.
Okay, thanks so much, Allah. In short, thanks so much for answer. So, guys, as you said, the Prophet in this video talks basically about the Prophet ﷺ character and how important is like having like fun or like having good relationship with the family, and something like that for sure will like build strong relationship and a strong family in the site as well. Thanks so much for your sharing. So, for the following slides, sure you shared with me what you have learned. And task 3 here, we have some questions. Question number 1, how did the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ treat his family? So please, I'm going to share with you how was his attitude, how was his behavior, how was conduct with his family. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, as you know, if you want to study closely the life of the Prophet ﷺ, you will find that he accorded his wives great attention and treated them in a special way. The Prophet ﷺ gave his wives rights which were denied to them in the pre-Islamic era, and consequently made Muslims change the pattern of their lives regarding treatment of wives. Abu Hurairah, radiallahu anh, one of the Prophet's companions, he said that the Prophet ﷺ said, among Muslims, the most perfect concerning his faith is the one whose character is excellent. So the best Muslim is the one who has good manners. And the best among you are those who treat their family well. So this is the hadith of the Prophet Muhammad. Another hadith, the Prophet ﷺ said, the best of you is he who is the best to his family, and I am the best among you to my family. So the Prophet clearly here would like to highlight the main important point in your life. You would like to be good Muslim, you have to be good to your family as well. Thus, we find that the Prophet ﷺ was the first one to console his wives when they experienced grief, wiping their tears, respecting their views, and listening attentively to their complaints. The Messenger ﷺ was not only a leader, he was a husband, he was a father, he was a brother, and he was a friend to his wives, peace be upon him. The Messenger of Allah ﷺ lived in his house like all men. We cannot say he is a prophet, that's why he was a perfect man. No, we cannot say that. He was like he lived in his house like all men. Sayyidah Aisha radiallahu anha, when she asked of what the Prophet ﷺ used to do in his house. One day, one of the people asked Sayyidah Aisha radiallahu anha, the mother of believers, what the Prophet ﷺ used to do in his house. Sayyidah Aisha said clearly, the Prophet kept himself busy serving his family. Whenever the Prophet's at home, for sure he kept himself serving his family. She elaborated saying, Sayyidah Aisha, he fed the animals, he swept the house, he secured the camel, he ate and ground the floor with the housemaid, he carried the supplies from the market to house, he mended his shoes, and he did what men used to do in their house. So the Prophet ﷺ, he didn't say, I'm a prophet, I'm a leader, I should be like servant. No. The Prophet ﷺ, by himself, he served and he helped his wives and his family in the household. The Prophet ﷺ was renowned for being keen on entertaining his wives. He used to take them with him on his travels. He used to raise them as we watched in the video. He used to give permission to them to watch amusing activities. As Sayyidah Aisha radiallahu anha said, when she was screened by the Prophet, when she was covered by the Prophet, when she was watching the people playing in the masjid. So the Prophet ﷺ used to know his family's feelings. The Prophet ﷺ was telling Aisha, may Allah be pleased with her, I know. The Prophet ﷺ was talking to Aisha saying, I know well when you are pleased or angry from me. Does anyone nowadays know if his wife or his children pleased with him or not? It's what the Prophet used to do with his wife. One day he told Sayyidah Aisha, I know well when you are pleased or angry from me. Aisha replied, how you know that? The Prophet said, when you are pleased with me, you swear by saying, by the God of Muhammad. But when you are angry with me, you swear by saying, by the God of Ibrahim. She said, you are right, I just desert your name. So do you see how sense of humor the Prophet ﷺ had with his wives? The Prophet ﷺ as well used to understand their jealousy and love. Salama, for sure you know Salama, one of the Prophet's wife, narrated saying that she brought food in a dish of her own to the Prophet ﷺ and his companions, saying that Aisha came holding a towel and broke the dish out of jealousy. Do you see? Understanding the situation, the Prophet ﷺ took the two halves of the dish and said to the companions, eat your food, it is just the jealousy of your mother, means of the Aisha radiallahu anha. Then the Prophet took the dish from Aisha, the two halves, the dish of Aisha, and they gave it to Salama, and they gave the dish of Salama to Aisha. So the Prophet ﷺ didn't get angry or just didn't get angry at her, but the Prophet ﷺ figured out or sort out the situation by saying this: it is a jealousy of your mother. Okay, then the Prophet ﷺ, as you know, used to complain and complain to like his wives, and he used to consult them. I'm going to mention a situation here happened in the Sirah. The Prophet ﷺ has consulted his wives in the most delicate and important matters, such as consulting his wife Salama. One day when the Prophet ﷺ took the Sahaba, the companions, in the 6th year after Hijrah, going to Mecca to perform Umrah, they were unarmed, they had no any weapons. But the disbeliever of Mecca stopped and prevented them from entering Mecca. But the Prophet ﷺ at that time made like agreement with the disbelievers called something in the Islamic history called Al-Hudaybiyah Treaty. The Prophet ﷺ has written the treaty between him and the disbelievers of Quraysh in the Hudaybiyah year, and told his companions, now we will not be able to enter Mecca this year, but this is one of the conditions of the treaty. We will come next year to perform Umrah, not this year. It's one of the agreement the Prophet ﷺ did with the disbelievers. That's why the Sahaba got angry. Why we will not be able to enter the Mecca this year? The Prophet asked them, go to shave your head, but no one responded to the Prophet. The Prophet ﷺ repeated that 3 times, but still no one responded to him. Then the Prophet ﷺ went to Salama and told her about the matter. Hearing that, Salama said, O Prophet, just go and don't speak to anyone until you shave in front of them. Means start shaving your head in front of them. The Prophet ﷺ went out and did not speak to anyone until he did the same. Saying that, all the companions stood and they began shaving for each other. So what we learn from this situation, that the Prophet ﷺ used to consult their wives about big and important matters. The Prophet ﷺ as well used to calm them down in panic. The Prophet ﷺ was putting his hand on the shoulder of his wife when she is angry and saying, "Oh Allah, forgive her sins, relieve her heart from rage, and protect her from distress." The Prophet as well used to fulfill their needs. One day a man asked the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, "O Prophet of Allah, what are the rights of my wife?" So the question here, I'm sorry, yeah. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was asked one day, "O Prophet, what are the rights of my wife?" The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, to feed her when you eat, clothe her when you clothe, don't beat her face, don't abuse her, and don't desert her except in home. The Prophet as well used to raise and play with them, as the situation was mentioned in the video when the Prophet ﷺ used to race with the Sayyidah Aisha radiallahu anha in their travels as well. So from this situation, from the studying of the Prophet's seerah, the Prophet's life, you would understand that the Prophet ﷺ used to treat his family well, and he used to spread the happiness among them in the house. So the second question here does, if you can say, describe the status of a family in Islam. So before I answer this question, I would like one of you to share with me, Salma. Salma, do you hear me, Salma? Salma?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Salma. If I ask you what is the status of the family in Islam, how important is it? Is it important, the family itself as a unit?
It is important if you're speaking family in a wide spectrum, because there's, I don't know if this hadith has a relation or not, but there was a story where, remember, Prophet would ask who's the most important person or something like that, and he said, my mom.
Yes, it's a hadith. Go ahead. Yeah, it's a hadith. Yes, good.
Something like that happened. I'm not sure the hadith word to word. I'm sorry for that.
Yeah, it's a hadith. Yeah, you are right. But you talk about the status of the family is important.
Yeah.
To have a
so
family.
If you mention that my mom is important, right? So mom is also family. So it's on the wider spectrum, your family is supposed to be the thing closest to you in this dunya.
Yes, very good. Okay, thank you so much, Salma, for sharing this.
Thank you.
Okay, Zahra Khan, do you hear me, Zahra? Zahra Khan? Zahra? Zahra Khan?
Yeah.
Yes, Zahra. So what do you think of the status? Do you agree with Salma about what she said? This the family is very important in our life and the site itself. So we'd like to share something with her, with your mates about the status of the family.
Yeah, I agree, because Islam is all about promoting love, and you should like love your family because, like Islam promotes it.
So, okay, do you think that being serious with your family, it is a good reason to control your family or to gain their heart? Did the Prophet used to be serious with his family or just used to be gentle and kind with them?
I mean, there are times to be serious and there are times to be like fun and entertaining, but you should always be gentle with it regardless and not be like controlling.
So you think that being serious all times doesn't work well, right? Depends on the situation itself. Okay, Zara, thanks so much for that. So one more share from, we can say, Sarah Sheikh. Okay, Sarah. Okay, I'm still with Zara. Salman Manzoor, you are here? Salman? Salman, do you hear me? Salman?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Salman, what do you think of the importance, the significance of having a family? What is the status of the family? What is the rank of the family in Islam?
As we all know, we should all take care of our family very good. Like, like. So there are different ranks in the family.
So what do you mean by different rank, please?
So basically, sir, there's low class. I don't mean to be rude, but there's the
not about that, Salman, but all of us agree that having a family is very important, right or not?
Yes.
So why it is important to have a family? Why it is not enough to live alone away from your family? No need to be kind with them. No need to care about them. Why it's important to have family and to care about them?
So we have to so when we have a family, we'll have people to support us when we are in a hard situation, like a really difficult situation.
Yes.
So the benefits of being in a healthy family have increased also.
Very good. So do you think that family is like protection for everyone, right?
Yes, we should protect everyone because they also protect us.
Okay, thanks, Mr. Salman, for your good sharing for that. Okay, guys, please everyone pay attention. Okay, Fakhir, do you have share? Would like to share something with us, Fakhir, Ibrahim? Fakhir, I would like to listen or hear from you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, go ahead, Fakhir. Yeah. So we will talk about the importance and the significance of having a family, the status of family in Islam. So from your point of view, why it's important to have a family?
Sir, I mean, it's very important for like almost everyone. I mean, everyone to have a family because everyone's family helps them grow and helps them, learn how to live in life, and family is what teaches you the difference between right and wrong, and how you should be living life. And usually family also helps us become closer to Allah.
For sure. So I got your point here. You want to see that family is the first school in your life, right?
Yeah.
Thanks so much for your sharing, Fakhir. And by the way, I like your profile picture so much.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Guys, question number 3 here we have. How does a balanced family system contribute towards strong society? Hania, before Islam, all affairs were controlled by men and women were humiliated and oppressed. Exactly what you said, exactly what happened before Islam. And inshallah, that's what we are going to discuss together. Thanks so much for sharing anyway, Hania. So guys, how does a balanced family system contribute towards strong society? But I'm sorry, before we discuss this question, I would like to discuss something about the status of the family. And we should understand how was women or ladies like treated before Islam? Guys, before we find out about the rule of Islam in organizing and protecting the family, we should first find out what is the situation of the family was before Islam and what is in the West in modern times. Before Islam, the family was based on mistreatment and oppression. All affairs, as Hanya said, were controlled only by men, or in other words, the males. And the women and the girls were repressed and humiliated. Thanks so much, Hanya, for sharing. An example of that, if a man died and left behind a wife, his son by another wife had the right to marry her and to control her life, or to prevent her from getting married. So men were the only ones who could inherit. Women and the children had no share. They viewed women, whether they were mothers, daughters, sisters, as a source of shame. You will not believe that. Yes, they thought that all ladies and as mothers or daughters, sisters, as a source of shame, because they could be taken as prisoners, thus bringing shame upon the family. Hence, a man would bury this infant daughter alive. Do you remember when Umar ibn Khattab, before getting or converting to Islam, he used to do something like that? For sure, he did that. He buried his daughter alive. So this was the attitude of the people before Islam. They used to accuse female as the source of shame. And when the news of first female is brought to any of them, his face becomes dark of the news that he's going to have a female. And he is filled with inward grief. He hides himself from the people because of the evil of that whereof he has been informed. So the family in the broader sense, the tribe, was based on supporting one another even in the wrongdoing. When Islam came, this is a different perspective here, because before Islam, the people used to accuse the female and the girls of being the source of the shame. But when Islam came, what happened? It did away with all that and established justice, giving each person his or her rights, even nursing infants. When you examine the family in the West today, you will find the families are disintegrating and the parents cannot control their children. This is obvious for all of us nowadays. Whether intellectually or morally, the son had the right to go wherever he wants and do whatever he wants. The daughter had the right to sit with whoever she wants, all in the name of freedom and rights. And what is the result of that? Do you see broken families, children born outside marriage, elderly mothers and fathers who are not looked after? All of that, the consequences of neglecting the family nowadays. As some wise men have said, if you want to know the true nature of these people, go to the prisons and the hospitals and seniors' homes. You will find the children don't remember their parents except on holidays and special occasions. When Islam came, it paid a great deal of attention to the establishment of strong families and protecting them from things that could harm them and preserving family ties whilst giving each member of the family an important role in life, whether they are male or female. Islam as well honored women, whether as mothers, daughters, sisters. It honored women as mothers, as it was narrated in the hadith of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Someone came to him, as Salma said, this is the hadith, as you said. One day, a man came to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and asked him, O Messenger of Allah, who among people is the most deserving of my good company? The Prophet said, your mother. The man asked, then who? The Prophet said, your mother. The man asked once more, then who? The Prophet ﷺ said, your mother. Then the man asked, then who? The Prophet said, your father. So this hadith highlights the importance of taking care of your family as well. Islam honors women as daughters. The hadith of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, whoever has 3 daughters or 3 sisters or 2 daughters or 2 sisters and it takes good care of them, Allah and fears Allah with them, the Prophet Muhammad said, this man will enter Jannah. If someone has 2 daughters or 2 sisters and they take good care of them and fears Allah with regard to them, for sure Allah will grant him Jannah. Islam as well honors women as wives. It was narrated, said Aisha, the Messenger of Allah said, the best of you are those who are best to their wives, and I'm the best of you to my wives. So Islam gave women the right of inheritance and other rights as well. It gave women rights like those of men in many spheres. The Prophet ﷺ said, women are the twin halves of men. So Islam gives honor, and Islam honors the women, and Islam gives the rights to women as Islam gave it to the men as well. Islam gives the fathers and the mothers a great deal of responsibility for raising their children. It was narrated, the hadith of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ says, each of you is responsible for what he has. The leader is a sphere, or like a shepherd, and is responsible for his flock. The man is responsible of his family, and the woman is responsible for her husband's household, and everyone is responsible for his home. So for us, for sure, we're still young. No one is married for sure. That's why we have no wives, or like we have no spouse, we have no children. That's our duty. We should take care of our family. We have to take care of our fathers, our mothers, our parents for sure, our siblings. This is your duty as well. Islam paid a great deal of attention to implanting the principle of respect for fathers and the mothers, taking care of them and obeying their commands until death. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Quran says, and your Lord has decreed that you worship none but Him, and that you be mindful to your parents. If one of them or both of them attain old age in your life, say not to them a word of disrespect, nor shout at them, but address them in terms of honor. This is your duty. This is the first duty we should acquire today. What is our duty towards our parents is we should attain, if some of them like attain old age, we should not say any word of disrespect. We should never shout at them, but rather we should address them in terms of honor. Islam protected the honor, chastity, as you know, chastity, purity of the family. So it encourages marriage and forbid like free mixing between people. Islam gives each family member an important tool to play. So fathers and the mothers take care of the children and they give them an Islamic upbringing. Children also are to listen and obey and respect the rights of the father and the mother on a basis of love and respect. Even our enemies have borne witness to the strengths of family ties among the Muslims. Okay, guys, so as I said, in short, Islam highlights the importance, the significance of having a family. As all of you said, family is like protection for all of us. And we already mentioned what was like the female treated before Islam and the different treatment after Islam from the Prophet's seerah as well. So the first question here, we have one more question. How does a balanced family system contribute towards strong society? The question means here, how important to have a good family, because if we have good family, for sure we would build strong society. So building strong and united society starts by building balanced and a good family. What do you think of that? Do you agree with that or not? Zuhair, do you hear me, Zuhair?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what do you think? Do you think that if you want to maintain a strong society, we should at first build a strong family? Do you agree or not?
Because society is full of people and it's like everyone working together. That's how you build a society. So if your families aren't working together, which make up most of society, then there's no point of thinking that society exists.
Yes. So you want to say that the society itself is full of what?
It's full of families.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. So if all families are like doing well and having strong relationship, for sure the society itself will be strong as well. Thanks so much for that. Sarah Sheikh. Yes, go ahead, Sarah. Sarah, do you agree or not that building strong society starts with building good family?
Yes. I mean, it's really important that it happens in your own household, but families can be built. I mean, even say in the workplace, like everyone you work with, if you have a strong relationship with them, you can say like that's another family of yours. So it's important to like have good relationship with everyone
Very
in
good.
your society.
MashaAllah. Thanks so much. Ramin Shahid. Ramin, do you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes, how are you, Ramin? I hope you are doing well.
I'm fine, thank you.
Yes, so we'd like to share something about this. It's important to build a strong family to maintain good society. It's important. Do you agree or not?
Yeah, I do agree.
So how can we do something like that? Why it's important to build strong family to maintain good society?
I think that if one family itself is a strong family, then they will inspire many other families and many other new families which are gonna come to be on their best behavior and just maintain overall good relationship with other families and their own families. It'll overall bring a good effect to their whole society.
MashaAllah. So as you said now, it's very important if you would like to maintain a good society, as you said, it starts with building and having and maintaining good family as well. Thanks so much, Ramin, for what you shared with us. And the last question here, how important is mutual respect is building a united family? So the first characteristic of a strong family is mutual respect. So respect plays a great role in maintaining good and strong society. Do you agree with that or not? Munir, do you hear me? Munir? Munir, I think you don't have mic or you don't hear me. Medina, do you hear me, Medina? Medina, Lamzira? Medina or Lamzira? You don't hear me because you didn't write down the chat box even. Alina Bilal, do you hear me, Alina? Alina Bilal? Alina Khan? Alina? Yeah, yes, Alina, how are you? I hope you are doing well, Alina. Yeah, Alina, do you hear me well? Alina? Alina, do you hear me?
Sir?
Yes, Alina, do you hear me? Alina, I hear you well. Go ahead. Okay, Alina, no problem. I think you have something they are studying. Okay, no problem. You can ask someone else. Okay. Yeah, okay. Imara, go ahead. Do you think, Imara, it's important to have this value among our families, to have mutual respect? Do you think that respecting each other helps us to build a strong family?
Yes,
Imara?
Mr. Omar.
In which way, please? Can you explain?
Mr. Omar, for us to have mutual respect in our families, this means that every person is going to be able to openly speak up, and this builds trust. It builds a bond between the family. It enhances the love within the family.
Okay, I'm sorry, Imara. Yeah, I know. So from the perspective of the children, because we're still children, and yes, so from this way, how can we show respect to our parents or our siblings? Very important as well.
For example, with our parents, we should always constantly help them and listen to whatever they ask us to do or listen to their opinions.
Good.
And as for our siblings, we should always tend to have respect for them because Like, for example, with an age gap or age difference between siblings, it's like more of a, oh, I'm older, so you have to listen to me, but it has to go both ways for the younger and for the older sibling. And they should be a way of helping each other. For example, with homework or with chores in the house, like there should be a balance between
the. Imara. So Imara, keep with me, please. Huzaifa mentioned that we need to stay patient. So if you give me the mic to give your mates advice nowadays, because while all of us are staying at home, and I think having or like being patient is very important, especially in these days, because you're staying home 24 hours a day. That's why. What is your advice for all your mates or for all of us while you are staying at home nowadays? What's your advice for us?
I mean, in order to stay patient when you're being at home with your whole family, it's very stressful because a lot of conflict will happen, which is very obvious. Sometimes people will fight, sometimes you'll get irritated, but it's your family. In the end of the day, your family is the only people you have. So for you to be able to like stay patient, you should engage yourself, like do group activities, for example, like play board games, watch movies together, read Quran together, pray together.
MashaAllah. So you agree with Huzaifa as we should maintain the value of patience, especially in these days or this. Okay, I think patience is one of the most important one. And for sure, mutual respect is very, very important to maintain strong society and a strong family in the beginning. Okay, guys, thanks so much for that. And please, before we leave, once more, the assignment will be on Microsoft, not in Google Classroom. It will be very easy for you. So please, could I ask all of you now to go to the assignment and check how many folders are there? All of you now, please go to the assignment option and check for the folders for assignment and tell me what you found. Go now, please.
Sir, there's one folder, but there's nothing in it.
Online or live?
It says online.
No, sorry, you will find the post, but it is loading now because all people are using Microsoft right now. That's why I think some of your mates will find the post folders.
Okay, I'll check later then.
Yeah, maybe. Anyone found 2 folders?
But sir, don't we only have live sessions for Islamic?
Sure, there are 2 folders.
Very good, Salma, too. The question here, Sarah, we have 2, Sarah. We have 2. Live session today and online today as well. I don't know what time. I think the last session. I think you have the timetable for it. Yes, go ahead.
The last session, I'll tell you 1 second.
Yeah. I think this last session is online, right? Because you have.
It's option 5, not Islamic. We only have one Islamic once a week.
Okay. Once a week, sure?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Okay, I'm opening now the timetable. Give me a minute, please. Yeah, here. Guys, all of you have the same option here as Sarah in the timetable? You have just one? Oh, I have no idea about that. Okay, this is the timetable here. Year 10. I'm sorry. Yeah, year 10 here. You have Tuesday, the second lesson, live with me, yes? And online as well on Tuesday. Where? It's written on Tuesday. Did you check out the timetable?
Yes, sir. We have, after this, we have option 4, then math, and then option 5.
But there is no any option for Islamic for the second lesson?
No.
That's why no one answered for the online. You already answered the assignment for live only.
Yeah.
It's okay. Thanks so much for Sarah for telling. Sarah, thanks for telling me about that because it might be confusing for all. Okay, till now, let me check. But okay, just to answer the question for the live session. Once you open the assignment for the Microsoft, you will find this question. Or if you cannot find a file there, you have to answer this question. It's a very simple question. As family members, what are our duties towards our family? I mean with family, parents, and siblings to maintain united family. So the question here again, what are our duties towards our family, parents, and siblings? And please mention 3 duties. You should go to the assignment folders and answer this question. You can answer on a sheet of paper and take a picture and upload it in the assignment. Okay, guys? And the due date is already there. Do you have any question before we leave? Sarah, I will check for that until you later, inshallah. Guys, do you have any question? I recommend all of you to answer this question plenary right now on the Microsoft once we hang up, once we finish this lesson, better than forgetting after that. I hope all of you to answer the assignment on time. Just one question doesn't take more than 5 minutes. So I hope all of you take it seriously, inshallah. Do you have any question? Fariha is clear? Fariha Badr, it's clear?
It's clear.
Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Have a nice day. Assalamu alaikum.